good, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this project, and maybe someone who might need them. Just share the channel, guys. Don't be like that, okay? And today's project, as you can see on my screen, and remember, guys, just a disclaimer, whenever I'm looking this side my computer, it's because it's this side, and whenever I'm looking at you and then I'm looking at you on this side, my camera is on this side. Let me not waste any time, guys. Let us just get into it. Okay, today's project is simple enough. As you can see, it is just an app. You remember when you go to do some interviews or something, to enter to some university, they ask you, they give you some test, mental test. So I'm gonna call this a mental test actually. You have to give some answers, and it will keep on giving you scores, so you'll know your scores even before you are out of the interview, if you did good or did bad. Let me not talk too much. Okay, this project, what it does is, what it says, what is 5 multiplied by 10? Let us give it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So it's 50. I don't know why I'm counting, because I know it. So I got it correct. The score is 1. What is 5 multiplied by 1? It is 5. Yeah, what is 7 multiplied? Let me give it wrong. See, my points are going down if I get the wrong answer. Let me give another wrong answer. You see? So this is the project we're going to do, guys. Stay tuned. Okay, let us just go straight to it. Let's close here and refresh my computer. Create a new folder. Let us call this folder a mental test for, let us say, for what, for children. You can just give it any name. Actually, this doesn't make any sense. Let us go to our Visual Studio, which is our first thing to do. Go to open folder. So my computer can become a bit slow whenever I'm recording, so please bear with me. Go to desktop. Let us try to find that. Okay, it's a mental test for children. Let us open it, the folder we created. It is now open. First thing first, we have to create an index and call it, I don't know who said, let us rename. I didn't even finish. Index dot hypertext backup language. Next, we're gonna create the one, say a style dot CSS. Let us create a home. We can name it by any name. Give it any name, by the way, and let us say it's a JS, which is JavaScript. So we're going to need all of these 3. First thing, shift, and then change the name. We say it's a mental test app. Let us say developed by, give yourself a name, just give you some credit, by Bule Zulu, which is my name. You can also type in your name. Now next step is to link. Let us link our CSS. I won't change the name because I gave it this name here, so it should match. And then let us match our script. And oh my gosh, why did I waste my time? I don't want to type it. Let's give it a script. Yeah, pick the second one. If you didn't pick the second one, you have to type this by yourself. So let us say home.js, which is the same name we gave it here. Now we are good to go, guys. Let's create a form. This form is not, we don't need an action actually. Let us give it a class. or an ID and call it form. What we're going to need in this form, we're going to need and just a mental. Okay, we don't need to be like that, guys. We can just let us just give it a score. Let us give this an ID and say score. I want this to be fast because I'm rushing somewhere. Score, and let us say score. Okay. I'll literally use this, but I'm just for the sake. Okay, let us what you're gonna need in this, going to need a score, and we're going to need an input. Okay, we can say it's a text and we need a placeholder, and let us call this placeholder type in your answer. Type in your placeholder, not a text holder. Type in your answer, and then we need a button to submit this answer. So I won't be fancy, guys. I'll just keep it simple. Button, make sure that you pick the one says submit, and let us give this an ID. Actually, we don't even need an ID, but I'll just, so that we can like resize our, let us say submit. Control S. Okay, guys, I'm being very rude. We should view what we're doing so we can know. I literally forget that I have to view. So yeah, see, now I forgot to put where we're going to see the questions. Let us scroll back, and then let us just put another H1, or we can make it a P actually. Let's make it a P. So you can name it whatever. I'm just being, so the question is just an example of what is let us say what is 10 multiply by 2 question mark. This is just for now. We're going to change this. Let us give it a class called questioning. Let us say question. It's okay if you say question. Yeah, I think we are at the right track. It's a question, right? Yeah. Let us see what is 10 multiplied by 2. So we need the score and your answer, and then you submit. Everything works. Let us go to our CSS, guys. Now we're moving on to our CSS just to make this look better. Okay, let us say body, and let us give it padding. Okay, I say padding of 0 and margins to be 0. Let us what else, or let us just display flags so it can be in the middle. Let's display the flags, and then justify the content to be center, and then let us align our items center. Let us also text align them so our text can look much better. Okay, good. I think everything, but let us view it in a let us make it height so it can be viewed in a better way. There you go. So let us just give it a background of color to be Solomon. I'm just choosing a color, guys. You can work on every way you want. So let us work on our container, which is a form. So the form have an ID code form. Let us just give it an ID code form, and let us display them flags also, and then let us flex direction to be column. Let us justify them content to be center also. Yeah, right. And then let us text align. We don't literally, I think this is fine, but let us just justify. Okay, I did justify the content. I'm sorry about that. I think this is looking better. Now I can work on my question, which is P with the class question. So let us say dot question. Okay, question, is it q, small q? Is it is a small q. So in question I want to change the font size so you cannot fail and say, oh my god, I didn't see the question. Let us first say it cursive, and then text transform, let us make it uppercase. There you go. And then let us make the font size to be 20 pixels. I think this is more visible. You cannot say I didn't even see the answers, the questions. You can literally see anything. Okay, let us work on our button. I think if you want to work on typing, okay, let us just do everything, but this is not about CS to me. Okay, we forgot to give this an ID, and then say input, so we can be able to fetch it here. Let us give it an ID of an input. Let us work on our input. Let us give it, I think the height should change to be 110 pixel. There you go. Would you? No, I don't think you can put your answers here. You just like, oh my god, why they, which means they need like me to write them in numbers, so I don't think this is appropriate. Let us make it 80. Still let us make the weight to be 70 pixels. You can put your answer here, but people being people, let us make it 100 then. Okay, 180. You keep on working on it, guys. Okay, I think this is perfect. Let us work on our button. I give it an ID called button, so I'm gonna copy this. The reason I'm copying using my, I just want you to see, sorry about it. Is it an ID? Did I give it an ID? Let us check again. Oh yes, it is an ID. Let us now work on the button. How we want the height to be 110 pixels. There you go. I want it to be this much, and the width to be 80 pixels. Don't want it to be too long. Yeah, this is perfect. Let me just minimize my height to be at least 70. Yeah, let us make it with some round corners. Let us say border radius to be 10 pixels. There you go. Let us remove the border. Border to be none. There you go. And then you can we can have a box of shadow to be at least 2 pixel, 4 pixel, there you go, and then 8 pixel. I think this is looking like a body, a proper body. And then the RGB, which is the colors. Let us give it 0, 0. Okay, I don't want to dwell more on this. And then the alpha, my alpha should be like 0.5. There you go. This is look like a proper button. But let us, whenever we oh my gosh, where is it? Okay, let me switch this so everything can be clear. There you go. Whenever we click on it, at least this pointer should change. Let us just see our cursor to be a pointer, you see. Okay, I don't want it to be fancy like that. I think everything is working exactly as we want. Let us just stop from here. We can carry on and do some decorations and stuff using your CSS. It is there to do just that. We are moving on now to our JavaScript. So whenever we type in the correct answer, it should increase our scores. If it's not, then decrease them or just stop everything. So what we're gonna need to fetch our form, which we gave it an ID name form. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this const form. I don't even know why I'm pasting form here. Excuse me, form element document dot what is a query selector, guys? My man sometimes moves to somewhere else. Okay, it's an hash, so going to say form. We are done with our form. What else we're going to need? We're gonna need our questions, where we're going to display these questions. Copy the questions. Okay, I don't need to copy it actually. Const questions. Okay, you can say question element. Okay, I'm sorry about that. To be document dot query selector. And then if let us double check if it's okay, it's a class, and then we use a dot. Copy dot paste. What else? We're gonna need our input, otherwise it won't make sense. We're gonna need our input. Copy and then const our input element document dot query selector. Was it an ID? Or yes, it is an ID, so copy that one and put our hash here. It's an ID, so if I put an hashtag, paste. Okay, I think we are done. This for now, this is what we need. We'll keep on fetching if there's anything else we want to fetch. Okay, let us target this form because we are working with a form. Let us give this form, let us paste it here and add an event listener. Whenever we put a submit, because it's under form, and then give it a submit element, we want to create a function. Whenever we click a submit, then a function should be created. So what do we want this this element to do. Okay, we want it first. We need, in order for us to know 10 multiplied by 2, what we're gonna need, we need to know the answer, right? So to do that, we have to keep this should generate random questions. How we're gonna do that? Okay, let us say to generate a random answer, we'll say const num1, which will give us different number from here and this one. Number 1 sorry about that. Const number 1 will be equal to math. I want it to round off from top to, so I'm gonna say cell math dot random. Let us stop at 10. There you go. This will give us a random number. I hope. To check, you can console it and console the number 1, then you'll keep on getting random numbers. Okay, this will be number 2. I'll show you just now. This is number 2. So let us generate them here so you can see if I'm correct. Question, we have an element called question, so this element is here to maintain this stuff. So we're gonna say, hey, question element dot inner text, please let us use these literary quotations. Give us what is num1, which is, to do that we say number 1 multiplied by multiply by $, and then number 2. This should, you see now it's changing. Let me keep on. See, I'm getting different numbers. So we are done with our questioning. Our problem is now in answering. So actually the correct answer should be const. How do you get a correct answer? The correct answer should be correct answer should be, we should get the correct answer whenever we multiply this, because we are using a multiplication. So we're gonna say num1 multiplied by num2. This should give us a, whenever this is correct, then the correct answer would be when we multiply this. Okay, now let us work on submitting. So let us say, let us the user, now the user should enter the answer here. Then how? Let us say const user answer should be equal to, we're going to use a plus because this is a value, plus input element dot value. This is a number, so this is why we're using a plus. So we're gonna say, how are we going to find the correct answer? And then are we going to like compare them if it's right or wrong? We're gonna say if user answer, this user answer, it's exactly the same as correct answer, which is one the computer know how to calculate. So guys, it will be correct answer, then the score should be plus plus, if or else. Okay, we didn't declare our score, so it's one week now. Else else school. So we need to save. For it to work, guys, we need to introduce these into our local computer so it can be saved there and be able to work. So let us create a function called local update local storage, because we update we want it to update in our local storage and then keep on working. Update local storage. We're gonna create this function and it should update, be able to, it will be the one that will paste. Okay, I'm working, cut and paste it here. Sorry about that. Let us remove this one. Now let us go and create this function. Okay, so let us create a function of update and call it what we're gonna call it. Oh, we already say update storage. I don't know why I'm like this. Okay, we're going to use a JSON. So to update something on we're gonna say let. Okay, we are declaring, we're gonna say local storage dot set item item. Let us call this item score. Update local storage, please set this item called score into a JSON dot string file, because this turned out to be a string, so we have to string its file to a score. I'm just being careful, guys. There's something I keep on forgetting how to write. Okay, yeah, I think score, no, we don't need literals. We have to go and declare this. So let me go and declare. Let us go and, yeah, in order for it to work, we need to go and declare it. So let's say let score be equal to let score be equal to JSON dot pass local. Okay, so the local storage dot get item, the item that is called a score. I think this is the proper one. Score. Let us check if it's working. Okay. Oh, I forgot to not give me an auto. You can change it there, but for now let us forget about that. Okay, 6 times 5, let me say submit. Okay, it won't update for now. Let us go and check, because I didn't specify. Let us console and check it into our applications. Okay, it's -1. It is working, guys. It is working perfect. It is -1 because I typed the wrong answer. Oh my gosh, I gave it a wrong answer. Let me open Okay, why is it's opening? Okay guys, it is correct. Okay, now we need, whenever this happened, then this is where we need score. Where did we put score? Here. We need this score copy so we can be able to see the results in our screen. So let us go up and say const score update be equal to document dot query selector, and then our score, it's an ID, so let us paste what we just copied, Ctrl S. So let us after all of that, we want score updates dot inner text to be say your score. Okay, your score is, and then it should show me score. Ctrl S. Okay, you see it's giving me that answer. So what is your score? 10 multiplied by 2, let us say 20. See, 0, it's minusing from that, which means my marks are increasing 5. Or let us answer this so you can get your 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let us give it 30. 1. So my point is exactly 1. So you have to work on this one in order for us to get a proper one. But it should remain at 0 when this. So let us say if there's no score entered, if there is no score, then our score should be at 0. That is how we should. Okay, we need to go and also delete our local storage, because this is storing exactly where we want it. Let me delete this. Okay, let us close it. Let us refresh. It should be 0. Now 1 multiplied by 5. Let us say 5 and 7. Oh man, let's see. 4 multiplied. You keep on getting your answer. This is perfect. Okay, let us upgrade this. I don't know if I could, but it is working fine, guys, and I hope it makes some sense. I want us to upgrade this. I want us to literally update this, but I'm trying to think on how. Okay, I want this to give us different like different questions. So guys, I want the same projects to give us different questions and be able to answer them in different, like it should give me what is 5 multiplied by 3, and then what is 2 plus, and then what is minus, to also work on that. Let us see if we can work on it. Okay, let us introduce another questioning. Let us say let question 1 be equal to what we're gonna say. Let us say let question 1 be equal to what is, okay, we already have numbers, so let us, what is number? Okay, sorry, let us say shift and then okay, what is, okay, I gave it a wrong, like there you go, I want this quotation. So what is is what is number one plus, we are now saying plus plus number two, simple though. And then when we want let's question 2 be equals to what is, okay, let me just copy this 3 times. I'm sorry to waste your time because I know. Let us just copy this 3 times. I'm lazy to type now. 1 2 3. Okay, this will be question 2 and this will be question 3. What is num plus what, let's say this one should be multiply. What is num 1 multiply what is multiplied, and this one should be minus, yeah. Okay, we want them to appear on this question, so we're gonna remove this, but first we need to put them on an array. Let's let questions our queues, let our queues be equal to, let us put them in array, question 1 comma question 2 comma question 3. So they're our arrays. That how can I get them to give me a random questioning? So we're gonna say let questions be equal to math dot flow math dot random times our queues q, okay, it's q, it's a big q, our queues dot, it's a length dot length. So this is how we're gonna, yeah, this is how. Then here we can simply say now it's a questions. Let us see if we're getting, oh my gosh, what is happening? Okay, let us, nope, it is not giving. Let questions be math dot flow. Okay, queues, I should say queues here. Okay, let's see, there you go. I should have written queues here because we're talking about these queues on an array, so this should work. Yes, I'm now getting a plus, I'm now getting yeah, let me see, minus, yes, minus, multiply, plus, minus. Okay, it is working properly. Now we want the answers to match, so we're going straight to say correct answer. Okay, let us leave it this like that and say const correct answer number 1. Let us say this is 0 4 multiply number 1, we have a plus let me go with the best format. Okay, yeah, it's a plus number 2, and then we have const correct answer number 2. It's this one is for minus. If I say, I should have said correct answer. Okay, yeah, let me say correct answer plus, and then say correct answer minus, so it can make some sense. Which is correct answer for minus, then it would be number 1 minus number 2. Okay, now let us create some functions for these two. We can leave that one, the other one. So to create a function, let us create a function for our plus, a plus question. This is for our plus question. So in our plus question, we say, or we have to say score that. Okay, we have to say if. Okay, we have to declare first const which is this one, const user answer should be const user answer should be equal to. Okay, why I'm saying that, because we're going to need to also type it here differently. So it should be input element should be input element dot value. Okay, let us say user answer 1, so it can be different. So if user answer 1 is the same, because it's a plus, it's the same as this. We gave it a plus as correct answer plus. So if it's correct as this one, the same as this one, then we're gonna say paste it here. Then what must happen? Then this should happen. So I should have just copied everything. This should happen, should store and then declare. I'm being lazy to type again, so I'm gonna copy this. This should happen. Okay, let me, and then paste it here. So if user answer 1 is correct, is equal to, or is the same as the correct answer plus, and then plus plus and minus, or else minus. So okay, there's an error somewhere. Okay, I've just corrected that error. We need to copy this and then create a minus question. Minus. So if user answer 2, which is, okay, let us say const user number, and then change here and say 2, and then here we're gonna say minus. There you go, it should do the same. So it's working. Let us call all of these functions here on our form so it can work properly. The first one is called minus. Nope. Let me go and copy it. It's a plus question. Copy. I have a plus questioning and a minus. I can paste it here. And then I have a minus questioning. Okay, so let us work on it. What 7 was, let me give